Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. I've got a super quick one today. It's this cute little pink cake that I made for my niece's birthday, based on a famous makeup brand that has taken TikTok by storm, P.Louise. Firstly, I'm just sticking my first layer of cake to the board with a bit of buttercream. This is roughly a 9-inch cake board and a 5-inch cake. I'm then adding my fillings, which is jam and buttercream, and stacking them until I'm 4 cake layers high and 3 layers of filling. I'm then just crumb coating it with buttercream. This just means I'm sealing in the sponge and catching any of those pesky crumbs inside this first layer. My vanilla cake tutorial and vanilla buttercream recipe is always linked below. Now that first layer is set for a bit, I've made up some pink buttercream. I've just added pink fractal gel, and everything I use will be linked below. I'm then just using my tall scraper to take off any excess and smooth it out. I don't need to be too neat here as I know I'm adding piping to it, but I'm just trying to get out the majority of any large imperfections. Whilst the buttercream is still wet, I'm adding the name across the front. Once it's dry, it will be harder to stick on. This is just a card cutout and it's silver layered on a pinky lilac colour. And I made this using a silhouette machine. Now this isn't my silhouette machine. I was very kindly given this to play with and to test it out by one of my brigadiers, Kim, at the Maker Fox. I'm not 100% confident on how to fully use the program yet, as I haven't had a chance to sit down and have a really good deep dive. I've just printed these out, and by the time I had sourced them, cut them, sticking the card backing on, it actually took me all morning. But the more you use it, the faster you will get, and you'll see as we work through the rest of the tutorial just how quick putting this cake together can be. Now I'm just covering around the board with some pink sugar paste. Yes, I am one of those cake decorators that absolutely hate seeing a bare board. There will never be an excuse for not covering it up. And now I've got one of my piping nozzles inside a piping bag. I think this one is a 4B, and I'm just putting it down inside the piping bag holder. Obviously a jug or a cup works just as well, but I am super pleased that I actually bought one of these. I'm filling it up with the same shade of pink, just using up the leftovers and squeezing the buttercream down inside the bag. I'm then using this to pipe the top border on, doing large shells, starting somewhere near the back, as you'll also be ending there and you always have a slightly misshaped shell at the finish. I then went ahead and did the bottom row as well. Now it's time to assemble all our cutouts. These were just all printed onto photographic paper, then cut out on the silhouette and backed onto some silver card just to add that extra layer of interest and depth. I'm then using the same leftover buttercream and piping tip to create little swirls to stick the toppers onto. As you can see, it holds them really well. And it also allows you to add a little bit of height to anything you want to appear taller. I slightly bent the butterflies and added these on, and these stuck really well. And can you believe how quick that cake was just transformed? Now that I know I'm finished with my base pink colour, I'm adding a little bit more of the pink fractal gel to turn it into a darker shade, and I'm using a much smaller nozzle to pipe on a few stars. Now I do have a slightly dodgy tip here, as one of the prongs is a little bit bent, but luckily I'm going to be hiding lots of these imperfections with silver sprinkles. I also added some smaller sprinkles just on the shells. And that's it, fully finished. Can you believe how quickly this came together with these card style toppers? They certainly do have their place. I was able to decorate this and deliver it on the same day. And it still does make an impressive and pretty cake. I will leave Kim linked below, as she is fabulous for any type of toppers that you need, as not everyone will want to buy a silhouette and cutting machine. And hopefully she'll get her machine back soon once I've mastered it. How long is too long to borrow something? But if you are interested in looking at a silhouette machine, I did sit down with Kim and we have 3 whole videos exclusive to the Brigade where she talks through her edible printing printers and what she recommends. It then goes into the cutting side of things with these silhouette machines. She also has a glow forge for cutting acrylics, and even a step further than that, and has a UV printer with a large Q&A section at the end. So if this is something you're interested in, you can sign up to be a Brigadier for £6.50 a month and get access to those videos as well as other exclusive tutorials. I'll leave it linked below if you're interested, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye guys.